Having a spare NANLITE 26-volt battery to go with my Forza 200 gets us back in business. We were talking about the Raven Black extension handle, suggesting that you also get one of these little rubber things that in case you have a Sony mic that's not as, the Sony mics are bigger, so you have to get one of these for a filler. And we are once again time synced. We have the Track E recording audio via lavalier. We also have a Mix Pre 3 being powered by an Anton Bauer Titan bass going to a Rode mic, 32-bit. We also have a boom mic right above me. So that's going directly to that camera. So we can just see how the audio is. This boom mic is going directly into the audio handle. This is going to channel 1 with noise assist by Sound Devices, noise assist. So it should get rid of any noise from HVAC or other ambient noise. Each one of these devices has a Tentacle Sync on it. The Mix Pre 3 also has time code, so that is the master, which I was able to sync to this device, which I already did. So being in green, everything's time synced. I can also see the audio levels slightly delayed, but I can see the audio levels on the Tentacle Sync Track E, which is sort of cool. Mix Pre 3, all being synced together. Mount the camera on the rolling stand, as I have this Pro Media Gear made in USA. Slides right in. Normally, nice noise. This is a PCH made by Cambo from Netherlands, handmade in, or made in Netherlands. This would be not on this little NOVOFLEX trio balanced head. So we have the camera on top of the Titan base, Arca Swiss connection. Below the Titan base is the Mix Pre 3. Time code, Tentacle Sync. In the new Kondor blue dolly, I believe. I'll have it pop up once again. With a quick release. With the, let's just wrap it around so I can get that. So we have to wrap it around. The cord's a little too long. So typically on the rolling stand version 3, I would mount this Cardellini clamp extra long, gets on the rolling stand. Then by Westcott, which I'll have it pop up. I like this one because it locks in pretty well and it can hold a lot of weight. So on the Cardellini clamp, this goes in. So imagine this is on the stand. And then if this was the main camera, that's how it would be. But if I want to have a B-roll camera to be able to quickly make adjustments, I have this Manfrotto 244. Some people call it Magic Arm. We'll see if we call it Magic Arm. So that would go into this side, bottom out. We can just torque this down a little bit. So this is away from the rolling stand, facing up, having the Manfrotto 244 for the B camera. Then I would have to have a I would have this by Manfrotto. And depending on what size the bottom of the connection is on the B camera, I have a small one and a big one. So I would do big one. And then once I put the camera on, for B-roll, because I like to record the B-roll at the same time as the A-roll. And then we can do that. So the Cardellini, this is a Cardellini, made in USA. Goes on the rolling stand. This is by Westcott. What I like about this, I can add 2 items to it, so it stays. I've had this for a number of years, at least 20, which is sort of funny. It's all the stuff you have in your storage closet. And then the 244 Magic Arm. So if I get to the place I need to do a B-roll along with A-roll, I can move it quickly, lock it in, hit record on each camera. For an example, I'm recording on that camera, which is my front camera, and then this camera up here, B-roll camera. So that camera would be on the person, what they're talking about. If they're talking about this thing from Kondor Blue, which is a base plate. So they would have this. I would have the camera on this and cut from side to side. So let's go with the A camera. So this is for the B camera. Same setup, Cardellini XXL. And then just to show you, since I have this little this is a gear head by Cambo, which is a company based in Netherlands. It's called a PCH, precision controlled, with 2 levels. So there's a level here and here. For the purpose of this, I'll get it leveled. And what I'll do is I'll lower it down a little bit. So this head here came on a tripod which also included these, which is sort of cool. This is for tabletop interviews. I would use this setup for a tabletop interview if I was at a restaurant or someplace like that, which is pretty sweet. And then with this NOVOFLEX trial balance, that gives me the ability to make some minor adjustments. And if you want to get it level, some minor adjustments. And then this whole rig with this, if I can do it without trashing up the audio. So this is the reason why I like using this Cambo PCH head is for videos using the rolling stand. I'm able to get to the stand, and since I'm not going to be doing any panning or anything, I'm able to get to the stand and make some, if you can see, hopefully you can make some up and down, side to side. And if it looks level on the camera, that's good, but I can also see it's horizontally, it's leveled right now, slightly down on the up and down. But if I want to go, so this is used, I think, for either landscape or commercial photography, not used for video recording at trade shows or on location corporate events. So this would be mounted on this setup on the stand. I would take off on the very bottom, this comes off of this NOVOFLEX, screw it into here, solid as a rock. I can make quick adjustments with the PCH head. It can hold a lot of weight, which if I look it up, I'll add the weight that this can hold, which is well within this. So this is the Cambo PCH head. Cardellini, USA made, along with this Westcott, which I'll have that pop up. This would be for the A camera. A camera doesn't need to move. I just need to get into position for the front shot, which is that camera, front shot stabilized. And then adding this Manfrotto 244 magic arm for the B camera allows me to quickly adjust to be in front of the item that the person is talking about on location or at a trade show. There's a few different ways of connecting a monitor to your setup. One way, which I sort of like, especially with this NATO, I believe, is that you can use this Cambo, which has the ability to slide right on, which is sort of cool. Now, if I was to use this, I would want the Raven Black version. I like to have it all. This is what I use for that camera. That doesn't have the Raven Black. So you put that on, locks right in nicely. And then on the bottom of here, I'm able to lock this in. And if I'm standing to the side while I'm listening or prompting the person that is in the booth, normally what I do is I point to the lens so I can have the person look at the lens. And then if we want to rotate that around so I can have easy access. Now, if it's somebody that likes to see themselves, I don't necessarily need to see this, but I can rotate this around so the person can see themselves, see if they like what they see. And that would be for the person speaking. So if you have a few of these Ninja Vs can be powered with the Sony battery in the back, but doesn't last very long. And if you have each one of these Ninja Vs comes with this battery eliminator. So the battery eliminator with this Kondor blue power cable to V-mount type battery. It's screwed in down here on the bottom of this, and you can go directly to the back. But if you have more than one Ninja, you can add this, which is the Sync by Atomos, and having them all synced up. If you hit record on one Ninja, they all start recording because of this. You would make this one the primary, and then everybody else would be secondary. The Raven Black cage has a HDMI lock on it using the new Gerald Undone version 2 HDMI cable. Thank you, Gerald Undone, and saw him at Profusion Expo in Toronto.
Yeah, this is one of the 18-inch Mark IIs, I think. Apparently I'm blind. I can't tell. I think this is 18. Should work for your range there.
We'll plug it in right now.
Yeah, let's give it a test. That looks about right. What do you got, an FX30 to a Ninja V? Is
FX3, my friend.
FX3? Sorry, that's what I meant. I've been saying FX30 too much this last month.
Push it all the way in. Tighten this HDMI lock that pushes into the door, so it locks in the HDMI cable. Lots of noises. HDMI in. Let's see if it starts up with the Anton Bauer, but you always should have spares of these. So self-contained. So we would rotate it around just so the person can see themselves. I would have the LCD open in the back. And the butt with the regular caddies is you have to hook it up to a very specific cable to download all the footage from the Ninja. This is the Andycine Vlogger Unit 2, which has a 2 terabyte hard drive in it. And what's cool is you have the data reading controller device, Lunchbox SATA Type C. So this goes on there we go, like this, nice and clean, main camera. Then after you're done recording, all the computers now have USB-C. This goes right here, clicks right in. And on this right here is a USB-C. So now you can download your footage from your Ninja extremely fast. Extremely worth it. You have to buy a Samsung hard drive to take it apart, which is a little bit this and that. And then if you have a bunch of cables, the MondoTies, he's a California videographer, which I really, really enjoy his YouTube channels. He was very excited about this. Very nice case. Kondor blue color. Pretty close, slightly lighter than the cables. Now they come in different colors, but he had a video where he talked about these. The design took up, I don't know, like maybe 15 or 20 different designs. And nicely, they include the Allen wrench. So hypothetically, if I wanted to put one here, the cage has a bunch of threads. This is just hypothetical. I wouldn't put it here, but, well, at the moment I wouldn't put it here. The cable goes in like an S, and then it keeps it nice and clean. And throughout, and the container comes with 5. You can get different colors. I chose the black. So that was pretty cool. This is by NANLITE, but they changed to Manfrotto. So if you want a gray card, this is a nice size gray card. You can also do off-white, but the white part gets a little dirty, and NANLITE rebranded back into Manfrotto. So this, if you were to see this, it would be Manfrotto. Gray card. So we can do, let's see how the white balance is for the gray card, white side, and we'll see how it is for the calibrate video. There's a software that can read all these colors. So we have this B camera, A camera. Try not to touch any of this stuff. And time code. So we have, we'll finish off with that because that's the video I was doing yesterday. Kondor Blue came out with a, I think they call it a caddy, not a cage, but it protects your Tentacle Sync. Has a quick release. If you have the Kondor Blue quick release, which I have mounted on the right-hand side, you have 2 options. You can use the quick release, which is fast, which is what I want, or you can mount the Caddy directly to the camera, but then you would have to undo this Allen wrench every time you want to take it off, which is not quick. So that comes with it. And locks right in. With this, you just have to wrap it around. That's if it was shorter, but it's not. So I have it wrapped around the bottom. The biggest thing is you have to make sure that it goes. You have to make sure it goes all the way in, because on the app it will show. And then USB-C, keeping the camera charged. You can see it's active. For the Ninja, like once again, I have this Kondor Blue cable that goes into a connector for a V-mount battery, or whatever connector this is. Powers the Ninja. If you don't want to use the top handle, Sony makes a couple versions of this. I have this version, which I'll have pop up. Has a data on the bottom. This is not just a flash hot shoe, it's a smart or data. This goes right in. And now you can have digital audio, which is what you want to do. So analog and digital. So certain cameras like the Sony ZV-10, I believe, or whatever it's called, you can use this in analog mode, but you have to make sure it's fully charged. And let's see. So this has analog and digital. You can do 3 different types of direction, very narrow, wider, and more all around. Noise cancellation, or LC. Also, you can change the dBs to 0, 10, or 20. Keep it at 0. And if you keep your audio levels on auto, it does it automatically, or you can manually do it by this little dial back here. So that's sort of cool. Sony's the only one that I know of that has a system for audio. So this makes it a really small run and gun outfit setup. So you would have your time code, which is being, who's this? So you have time code, which is also a extremely time savings, is that if your main audio, which is the MixPre 3, is time code, if you have multiple cameras, 1, 2, or 3 cameras, all be in time code. And when you go to your editing software, which is, I use Adobe Premiere, you can sort or do it by time code, which is really kick butt. So I think that's it. And then the Sony mic does come with this dead cat. And then on your boom or your shotgun mic, you can put a dead cat on it. So there's no wind in here, so I took the dead cat out, but I have it. Having a dead cat is helpful if you're in an environment that has wind noise, which could be inside of a conference room. If you're doing corporate work and there's air conditioners going, you may not hear it, but it does pick up on the shotgun boom mic. So dead cat, I've had that. And the Forza NANLITE 200, which is sort of cool, well, very cool, is that one battery pretty much lasted me the whole show when I went to Pro Fusion Expo, the whole one-day show. But I do have a V-mount connector on the stand, so I have 2 batteries with me, so I have a backup. So the Forza 200 can do 26-volt battery, and you can go to 100% output, or 14.4, which gets you, let's hypothetically say 50% output, but it's better just to have the 26-volt. I always do try to have a backup audio. So it's good. Audio has been something I've been trying to learn for a long time. This past year, I've been really trying hard to get better at audio. So for this video, we have MixPre 3 to this Rode mic. We have a shotgun mic right above me, facing down, going to that camera. And we also have this Tentacle, I think it's called Track E. So this is also 32-bit audio. MixPre 3 is 32-bit audio. We have time code being generated by Tentacle Sync on the MixPre 3, on that camera. This camera, which is the A7R5, I have to learn how to do time code on that. We have a few different ways of getting audio to the Sony camera. For a smaller setup, this is a really good option. And this would be most likely the option I would use for the B camera anyway. So just to have some scratch disc audio. And Kondor Blue has Raven Black. They also have whatever this color is, which is like a silver and blue. I like the Raven Black. And they also make this, which I haven't really used yet, but I'll try it out and maybe that could be another video. And MondoTies, which is really cool. And when you buy them, you can pick the colors. And these are the matte black, which is really, really nice. Well, till then, always stay color balanced. I'm Walton. If you like what I'm doing, please leave a comment and like and subscribe. That would be kick butt. Thank you very much.